I just really want to say what's up to my motherfucking niggas, all the hundreds and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All the motherfucking niggas, you know what I'm saying? We in this bitch kicking it, you know what I'm saying? Getting fucked up, whatever. And, shit, nigga got love for the wild niggas, that's all, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Well, just thank you. I thank you for calling in, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dog, I love the motherfucking show.
Okay. What we got coming up now is my man's Wild Wild Records. They with their new shit called Pimp or Read. This is 97.1 WILD. Well, we bang when we lay it up, you know what I'm saying? So call in and know how you like this shit. New shit, you know what I'm saying? Flavor for your ear.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many bitches can a mouth love take? Why do you haters just hate? When the ice cream and cones come on home. Nipple froze, ice cream pussy hoe, what do you know? You thick little hoe, suck on my balls and my dick will it grow? I'ma work the hoe, then squirt the hoe, flirt the hoe, then serve the joke. I'm in a pussy, speaking like a Spanish guy, smoking fine weed, soaked in Spanish fly. Ass just wine, she gon' tell you the truth. I'm a motherfucking thug, that's pussy proof. I make the pussy shoot, not out of hoop. I got bitches shaking ass like glue,
They bringing that misery, and I still got 10 C's to be on some of that pimpery. These hoes ain't meant for me. They bringing that misery, and I still got 10 C's to be on some of that pimpery.
I'm a devious hoe, hit your pockets and stash. Ass ain't for free, you got to give us some cash. I'm a misfit, so I'm thank you for the ill bitch. You want some bitch, fuck with me, now you got shit. These niggas wanna slang that dick. Fuck you quick, don't give you shit. I'm on shit like eat this click. Fuck you fast asleep and rob your shit. Big dick daddy, pockets full of cash. Big dick daddy, wanna fit his ass. Big dick daddy, and show the bitch stash. Guess what I did? I hit it fast. Get niggas make me weak in the knees. If I add that pockets up, I can get plenty G's. Ladies never let them know you got the tendency to be on some of that pimpery. These niggas ain't shit to me. See me up in the club, buying Hennessy. They don't know that I got the tendency to be on some of that pimpery. These niggas ain't shit to me. See me up in the club, buying Hennessy. They don't know that I got the tendency to be on some of that pimpery. Yeah.
These hoes ain't meant for me, cause they bringing that misery, and I still got tendency to be on some of that pimpery. And a bitch named Seth lived next to me. She would always show her breast to me. One day she got the best of me, telling me she want to have sex with me. So I straight undressed the bitch then. I straight undressed the bitch and take out the dick, address the lips, address the hips, then address the clip. Somebody's rocking, cause we was rocking. It ain't her brother, it was her mother. These hoes conniving and scheming, these hoes be lying and cheating. These hoes be shady for reasons that you will never believe and you will never conceive. These bitches change like the season. They got me praying to Jesus that I don't choke and then beat 'em. Smoking marijuana, I'm walking through the door and it's looking like a sauna. Smoky, got the munchies like my name was Jeffrey Dahmer. Oh my goodness, I got to be tweaking. When I'm hungry, I be sleeping. When I'm sleepy, I be eating. Oh my goodness, I got to be gone, cause I'm smoking on a blunt and I swear it was a bone. All night long, been going right but wrong. And I this little can't find her thong. And I know I got some more somewhere over here, over there in my drawers. Oh no, oh yeah, smoke another blunt, and I swear I'll be. You can tell by the smell and the shade of my eyes. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on Henny, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on Henny, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy.
What you need, Hennessy. Sip that and hit that, and it'll set you free. It's all about unity in this smoking community. Yeah, we all soon to be like a balloon. You see, as I roll me a blunt, I'ma light the front. Cause it's wild crunk, ain't no punk. Mac love be the gift when it comes to a spliff. Sipping the fifth for the thicky chick on my hip. And billions I bone out, getting as zoned out. With freaks that stoned out, with nicknames like Strong Mouth. This shy dro, I get your slow, make your eyes closed, keep it wide nose. As the room filled with smoke, a head's choke. We on like a coke, we flow like a boat. They deep throat as I stack C notes, baby. Here we go. High like an ego, we so smoking people, and that's okay. Run it out in my Chevy, cause that be my way. Nigga stop cheaping, baby, that be the day. As I roll down my window and proceed to say, hey,
yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy.
Now I got one rule for you when you smoking my shit. It's puff give, then it's puff on my. Polish my and brush off your knees. Give me something to eat, then you smoke more. Now you may think I'm bogus, but when it comes to y'all get greedy and y'all know this, and I ain't even having it. Yeah, we can smoke, we can joke, I ain't support your habit. Now don't get me wrong, I ain't cheap, cause I get down by the pound. Sonny Bats love to cheat. Smoking is what I do. I smoke and get until I'm going through deja vu. I'm going through till I get and smoke, cause smoking is what I do. It's principalities with me, cause only my wild thugs can get drunk and get on me. Yes,
so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy. Yes, I'm so my oh my, forgive me, sipping on any, sacks not skinny, cash got plenty, taking any, sipping on Remy.
yeah, buddy. Let's do this. This beat. Hey, here I is. Here I is. Here I is. I ain't got the chat up. Let me fix it. Well, here I is. Here I go on another flow. And this is the relationship we have shown. And I'm gonna do my thug fizzle on my platform, cause that's what the fuck I'm on. I'm talking about the shit that I like to, and I'm gonna do it any way that I want to. I can't believe so many people want me to do what the fuck they want me to do, but that don't make no sense, cause then I wouldn't be able to do what I want to do, and I wouldn't be happy, and I'm gonna be happy in this motherfucker, god damn it. Hey. What's good, everybody? What's good? It's so good to be back, and I'm trying to fix this chat. Oh, there we go. I gotta get the chat up for y'all, cause I be forgetting to do it sometimes. Yes, I do. That should be it. Nope, that ain't it. I gotta pick that little other piece out. Alright, y'all. So, what we gonna do? Well, before I do what I came to do, I gotta talk about my channel just a little bit. Yes, I'm gonna talk
just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just for a hot second, I'm gonna talk about my channel a little bit. So, for those of you who have may have seen some time ago, well, not really some time ago, it was about maybe 2 weeks ago. I think it was, yeah, it's about 2 weeks ago. I did a show talking about um the Tinder break. I did a Tinder breakdown about the women that had been sexually assaulted and raped on Tinder, and how they were wanting Tinder to be responsible for the people they were actually going to meet to actually date or whatever, and they were getting raped on that show. I personally thought it was a good show. Thank you, G friend. I thought it was a good show. I really made I really tried to make it a show where people could actually learn something, where people who were watching the show could actually take some pointers from it and really apply those things in their lives. It was really me trying to educate, provide information, and just give overall some common sense, or as they say with the gun stuff, make sense rules about dating and about being safe. Because ultimately, you cannot put the safety of your body in the hands of someone else other than yourself. I just believe that your body and what you do with it and being safe and all being protected and all that stuff, that is ultimately going to be your responsibility, which is why I'm so intentional about, you know, gun rights and pro 2A and all that good stuff. It is truly your responsibility to make sure that you are protecting yourself. So, with that being said, one of the, I guess, problems that I had was that some of the people, actually, one of the ladies who was actually in the documentary, she actually reached out and commented on the comment section of the show, of the video, and I'm going to show that. So, let me do this and fix that where that comes up. And just real quick, I hope that I can show this. I really hope I can. I really hope I can. Oh, wait, I need to change the box. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. Wait a minute. Let me put some pimping in it. All right. And it was really odd to me that, you know, at that somebody, you know, commented, well, not commented, that's not odd, but the fact that the way that these people commented, it was like, this is really what y'all own. And it was shocking to me. And I tried my best to be as diplomatic as I possibly could. I really did. I tried to be reasonable and didn't really go all the way off or anything like that. But I thought I was quite diplomatic in what I said. But anyway, let's just go through some of these. Let's see. Some of these. I'm going to change that. We're going to go down here. So let's start off with what it is right now. And essentially, this was a week ago. There we go, so we can see it. So here's what happened. Somebody put in the young chat here. Let me make sure I got all of this. Yep, okay, so I'm not missing nothing. And one of the things that person wrote was, hey, get off my screen. There we go. All right. This guy responded. He said, I honestly don't trust nothing these women are saying. Talking about the women that were being raped. And it was so weird to me that, you know, I get his point. I get it. But it was like, you have to take that into account. The fact that he just came out with that when I first read it, I was like, man, at first my initial thought was like, that's kind of fucked up. But then I had to think about it. I said, no, that's not. Because women lie all the time about sexual assault. When shit don't go their way, or shit goes left, when when what you thought was going to be a possible long-term relationship or your happily ever after turned out to be nothing but a one-night stand or a quick fuck. And with that being said, that happens. But it's still a thing of just saying, why aren't you doing the things that are just reasonably common sense, make sense rules to keep yourself safe? I just don't understand that. So it's like this guy, he put in there like, hey, I honestly don't trust nothing these women are saying. Beth Richter, who is actually one of the ladies who's actually in the video, she says, I don't believe you're not a rapist. That's what she said. That was her response. He came back with, well, my criminal background says otherwise. Don't get mad at me because I have my own opinion. Do you know the story of Emmett Till's death? And when he said that, I said, hell of a point, Sean. Because everybody know after all of these years, what turned out to be, this young black boy whistled at a white woman, and that kicked off the whole thing. Turned out the white woman lied and said she lied and confessed at the end of her days and said, yeah, I lied. And that boy got his ass beat, brutally beaten, and tied up with what was it, an industrial size exhaust fan tied around his ankles, and was thrown into a river. So I said that. I said, dude is right. And then she says, this other person, T Cheesy, your criminal background, laugh out loud, don't mean shit. Not everyone gets caught, unfortunately. Okay, so mixed opinions, right? Well, let's just keep going. This person says, Maurice Martin says, why she got on that wholesome blouse? I bet she didn't wear that on that Tinder date. Very true. Then Lee Benson said, this is stupid. Let me explain. No matter if you meet a person on the street or online, it is up to the individual to take responsibility for the type of person they end up with. Once you meet the person face to face is when you start the actual meeting phase. The internet only allows you to know someone is interested in meeting you. It only eliminates the curiosity. The dating app is just like a club. Absolutely correct. Who you meet at the club and who you go home with is all on you. 1000% correct. 1000% correct. They paid their fee to get in just like you. Now it's up to you to drink responsibly. He put responsible. If a woman came to me and said she was assaulted by a guy she was chatting with for 6 months online, I would change the subject. Now, here's where the shit got spicy. Kieran Handberg says, come on, man, you have got to see that you're putting blame on the victims. I'm not putting blame on the victims. I'm putting responsibility on the victims, sir. Does it mean, or ma'am, I don't know. Kieran, yeah, I don't know. Doesn't matter what you feel, okay? I cannot and should not be acceptable under any circumstance. It should not be, it cannot and should not be acceptable under any circumstance for a man to take advantage of a woman. Regardless of whether you feel that someone is exposing themselves to more risk or not, that has no relevance to right or wrong. You're true. That is true. But it does have relevance to your ass getting overpowered and fucked or not. People aren't supposed to steal. People aren't supposed to kill. But they do it anyway, don't they? Absolutely. So do you want to really go after and try to debate the rights and wrongs that people actually are committing? Or do you want to try to alleviate the rights and wrongs or minimize those rights and wrongs happening as much as possible by making smarter decisions? Just saying. You're literally like trying to say, well, they shouldn't do this. Okay, but they are. So what do? Just keep letting it happen to people and just say, they're not supposed to do this. They shouldn't do that. They're not supposed to do this. They shouldn't do that while it's steadily happening? That makes no sense whatsoever. But it is wrong for a man to do what was done to these women, and this video is deflecting blame from the true perpetrators of the crimes. I'm not deflecting shit. I could literally give a shit about what has already happened. I can't change that. And I'm not gonna go put on my fucking Inspector Clouseau hat, get my pipe and my magnifying glasses, and go find the fuckers who did this. I'm not condoning what they did. I'm seeing past it. That's just clearly what I'm doing. I'm seeing past it, and I'm coming at it from a preventive perspective by pointing out the stupid shit that was done. Whether you want to admit it or not, those women put themselves in bad positions. Now, did what happened to them was supposed to happen? No. Should it happen? No. But nevertheless, it does. Why would I try to continue to put myself in that position of talking about that which has already happened, as opposed to trying to educate to prevent it from happening further from a woman's perspective? So the fact that what you're saying as far as me, because they're going to tell me that I'm victim blaming or victim shaming at some point too, but you're trying to tell me that me trying to educate and empower a female who is a weaker vessel. So instead of me trying to use the law, instead of me trying to use physical strength, which those two things clearly aren't on her side, I'm trying to empower her by telling her to use her brain more, and I'm victim shaming for doing that. Yes, Lewis, that lady did accuse him of being a rapist. She said she is not. She know this motherfucker a rapist. But anyway, let's go ahead and let's continue. If you respect these women and any women who have been subject to such horrors, you would apologize and remove this video right away. You bad motherfucker, you. What did I do? If you would like to have a discussion about my content, we can set up a time and discuss it on my show. Thank you. That was my response. Beth Richter comes back and she says, at the relationship rehab, how about you message me back, address one of the women you're victim shaming in this video? Does it make you feel better to know that this video has done nothing but play with my mental health and make me feel like shit? I hope it's worth spreading your opinions. I hope it's worth spreading your opinions on topics you know nothing about. Clearly I do, because I've never been raped. I don't know you, Beth Richter. This is not about me trying to make you feel any kind of way. Like the other person said, I could care less about your feelings, because I understand that what you went through and what happened to you, it's a very bad thing. And that was clearly established in the initial documentary that was done. I'm simply taking things a step further, and I'm trying to empower some women who this has not happened to. Unfortunately for you, it may be troublesome, it may be traumatic, and it may be difficult, and your mental health could be affected by you rewatching this. Here's my advice to you, Beth. And hear me when I say this. I know this is going to be extremely shocking to you. If this is troubling to you, this is making you feel like shit, quote unquote, and it has been nothing but a problem for your mental health, don't watch it. Don't watch it. Click the X in the top right corner of your screen, and I promise you it will go away. Just wanted to drop that secret. That's only for Beth. Nobody else don't listen to that shit. That was only a specific private message for Beth. If you're not going to do that, then I suggest you email me at therelationshiprehab@gmail.com and you can set up a time where we can address it on my show. So, just saying. I'm just saying. So here we go. She then responds, she comes back today and she says, please take this down. Beth, again, if you would like to come on my show and discuss what your issue is, you are more than welcome to do so. Otherwise, please leave me alone. It is my right by law to give my commentary and opinion on anything that is on the internet. Now, I can't tell you that I have went out of my way to be nice about this. And then look at what somebody else wrote. How incredibly rude of you to think you are entitled enough to have an opinion on these women and their personal experiences. You and all the people commenting on your stream are disgusting. To bring comments about the woman's appearances when they are opening up about something so important. Educate yourself if you ever dare think you can make a comment about something you will never experience. Lisa Martin. Now, Lisa Martin, why can't I have an opinion? And when I read this, I kind of chuckled, but then I got really troubled. And I said, it's amazing how in such a short time, we've gone from being politically correct, politically incorrect, to social justice warriors, and this whole cancel culture, to the point to where motherfuckers just flat out say, you can't have an opinion. You are not entitled to an opinion. How dare you have an opinion about something that is on the public internet? How do you get to that point? How did we get there so fast to where how I feel about anything else out in the world is what everybody needs to not just acknowledge, but adhere to? You need to adjust your life and what you do in your day-to-day to make me feel better. That's what she said. Oh my God, my girl and I also watch Love After Lockup. Oh, that was what I was talking about, the show. Yeah. Who can rebase this intro song? Fire. Oh, thank you. It is not your place. Here go Ella, somebody different. It is not your place to have an opinion on this. Do you hear how these people are, what they're saying? Do you hear this? Unbelievable. It is not your place to have an opinion on this. How dare you men to have an opinion about anything dealing with a woman? What a pitiful excuse for a video. This is extremely sad to watch a grown adult blame someone for their own abuse because of the clothes they wore or how they lacked respect for themselves. Well, goddamn, wouldn't that be one of the things that you would probably need to address? Don't you think? Abuse of any kind is only caused by the abuser. You should perhaps try to imagine how you'd feel if your own daughter or partner was abused like this. Take a long, hard look at yourself, mate, which means they're probably from across the way. This video and opinion only serves rapists and does nothing to prevent future abuse. Hope no one or even woman for that matter is unfortunate enough to have to hear your disgusting opinion again. Well, here's the thing. my daughter, if she ever got raped, it better be under the pretense of her getting knocked upside her head, being incapacitated by force of a man or group or whatever, and being dragged off somewhere to be raped. My daughter tells me that she went up to this dude she just met on fucking Tinder because she swiped left to go meet some motherfucker somewhere. That's on you. If my daughter, because I'm going to teach my daughter not to go anywhere, like I said before, not to go anywhere or be alone ever with a man that she does not plan on having sex with or doesn't want to have sex with. So if that dude asks her to go anywhere and she goes off by herself with him, assume that you want to fuck him. Because if you don't, you're going to wind up being a Beth Richter and all of the rest of these women that were on that Tinder documentary. That's the problem. You motherfucking people got this thing to where you expect everyone to do right, and when they don't, it's the worst thing in the world, and you should never have to adjust what bad people do. Just like people who say we should get rid of all the guns. Well, what about the criminals? Well, we should just stop them when we should call the police on them. Well, what if the police don't show up in time, bitch? I'm just a dead ass? I'm just a fucking victim? And I'm just gonna wag my finger at this motherfucker if they ever get caught in court? I think I'd rather pass on that and not live with the experience at all by being a little smarter and making some more common sense decisions because I've been educated, as opposed to hoping that a bad person does the right thing. Just saying. I would rather be in control of the situations that I'm in by making better decisions or making the best decision for myself at the time, as opposed to hoping that a bad person does the right thing because I've made the wrong decision. Right. Fiona Gregory, you should take this down out of respect for the women in this video. This was an awful thing to post. Have some empathy. Stop victim blaming and grow up. I'm so surprised out of all of these comments because these are definitely white folks. I know I was called a nigga in the bedroom or behind closed doors, but kudos to them for not calling me a nigga online because my heart just couldn't bear it. How can you, Ashley Mueller, how can you live with yourself? The only pathetic thing about this video is the person literally joking about rape. Karma will get you. I've been looking out for that bitch for the past week since she said that. Karma. Baby, somebody at the door? It could be karma coming to get me. Oh, shit. What would be karma? For me to go on to Tinder? Because karma is supposed to be the thing you put out is the thing that comes back to you. So I guess karma for me would be me going on Tinder, meeting some dude that I don't know, going to that dude's house or going off with that dude into the forest. And then when that dude tells me to get in the back seat and I can't leave until he comes, that's what would happen to me. Well, here's something for you. Here's a news flash for you, Ashley. I don't go off with people I don't know. I don't go off and be alone with people I don't know. I don't go on Tinder. And I don't make myself be alone with anyone who would ever put me in a situation to where they can force themselves on me. Here's another little tidbit for you, Ashley, in case you haven't realized about the garb that I wear. I keeps my fire on me. So I ain't never caught without my gun. So if in the event a gang of fucking men decided they were going to have their way with me because we went and played racquetball or handball, and now they want to play cock and ball with me. I have, unless it's 18 of them. Nope, I'm sorry. 19 of them. It's going to be some slow singing and flower bringing. Because it's going to have to be the 19th or the 20th motherfucker who's going to have to take my gun from me because it's empty, beat my ass, and then have their way with me before karma comes back to me. So I'm just saying, the only karma that I know about is credit karma. That's the only one that comes back once a month to let me know how I'm doing. And as of late, I've been doing all right. So, with that being said, I still, being the gentleman that I am, open my platform and give you the opportunity for any of you motherfuckers that have commented on here to come and have a conversation with me about my content and my office hours, 9 to 5. Well, really, about 12 to 12. But that's not important. Have a conversation with me, or literally don't watch my content. Leave me alone and go and live your life. Because unfortunately, the way that you may look at this, it's not about you. I'm trying to help those who have not made the mistakes that you girls made. And I do empathize with what has happened to you, ladies, to the point to where I want to actually educate and empower some other ladies so that the same thing that happened to you won't happen to them. Because a lot of times, over the years, it seems as though women love the mentality of being birds of the same feather flocking together. And as opposed to them trying to empower other women to keep this from happening, they'd rather just tell their story, get all of the attention, the empathy, and in some cases, sympathy for what has happened to them, as opposed to trying to help those who it has not yet happened to. Because then, if it happens to you too, well, now we're in a sisterhood. Now we share the same common bond. That tends to be a female trait, where I'll let this shit happen to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. And then 30 or 40 years later, we'll all come together and say it happened to me too. Hence, the Me Too movement. So I understand that the women who have these tragic things happen to them, but they never come forward, I'm not doing that. I'm trying to actually prevent what has happened to keep happening. I'm trying to stop it by being proactive on all fronts. Because the last time I checked, rape is against the law. And if you have the evidence for it, there should be some type of prosecution if there's sufficient enough evidence. But if in the event there isn't, it doesn't mean that rape isn't still going to happen. So why not try to help those that are the absolute victims by giving them some tools to empower themselves and giving them some education? Thank you, ladies. Now, excuse me. Moving right along, let's go into the favorite part of my show. Talk to us, baby.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Tell me about it, baby. Thank you to my lovely lady, my wife, my good thing, my forever girl. Thank you, baby. All right, now let's get into this video. I saw this video and I said, well, damn, isn't this a diddy why diddy? That's what my mom used to say. Ain't that a diddy why diddy? That's old school. But I saw this and I said, I was kind of shocked as to how this actually went down. And I said, yeah, I need to go ahead and do this. So let me frame this up. And let's start with her. This is so wild here. I was just so shocked. We're going to start out with Sean King. AKA, I believe Tommy has given him the nickname of Talcum X. Yes, indeed. Shout out to my brother Tommy. But Sean King posted this. He said, this is a uniquely Black experience, and I need all of the white people who follow me to watch every second of this video. This is a proud Black man at the mall, Lynn Haven Mall in Virginia Beach, when police literally come up to this Black man while he's eating a meal with his family and put him in handcuffs for a crime he had nothing to do with. After humiliating him in front of his family and the whole damn mall, they realize they have the wrong man and just let him go. This doesn't happen to white men at all at the mall, period. This man needs to sue the racist ass police department there in Virginia Beach for this. But that's not enough. This shit has to stop. And in this instance, I totally get the point. I have a small question. And y'all let me know if I got this fucked up, if I'm wrong with this. Please do. Correct me in the comment section. But is it me? Or is Sean King talking like he not fucking white? When he says, this is a uniquely Black experience and I need all of the white people to follow me, to watch every second of this video. Don't you think he should have said, this is a uniquely Black experience and I need all of us white people to follow me and watch every second of this video? I don't know how this dude has, I guess, in his own mind, in my mind, ooh, 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 I want to be free, ooh, but I can't be, ooh, because I'm not W-H-I-T-E. Ooh, you are a white boy, whether you want to believe it or not. I can't believe that this motherfucker said that. He's acting like he said Martin Luther King. God damn. Bad hombre, you bogus as hell for that. Martin Luther King. I can't believe that he said that. I need all the white people. Like he's not one of them. Like, dude, let me tell y'all something. And we need to start hashtagging this shit. Y'all need to go to Sean King's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever the fuck else he got on social media, and say, hey man, I understand your intentions, but don't you forget and stop trying to not acknowledge the fact that you, sir, are unequivocally white. I'm just saying. You are white, Sean King. If somebody who knows Sean King and just so happened the stars have aligned and the 6 degrees of separation has occurred and you can get this directly to him, take Sean King to the 45-minute mark of this here video and tell him that I said, me, I said, Sean King, sir, with all due respect, stop cutting your hair down low, stop wearing a stash and these glasses, acting like and trying to look like you are black. But you're black. You are not black, sir. You are a white man. You are a white person. You are a Caucasian. Your descendants and your heritage come from the Caucasus Mountains. You, sir, are white. And here's a news flash, man. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with you being white, sir. You get to just be who you are. You know how they say, be unapologetically black? Be unapologetically white, man. You don't have to try to be a brother to talk about brother issues. I know that's what you may have heard before, but dude, you, sir, are a white person. I know you want to identify as one of the brothers. What's the old saying? Everybody want to be black until the police show up. I get it. But sir, please hear me. Dear man, thank you for your kindness and your wonderful attitude about this whole situation. But you don't understand. You have to realize you're white. And you're not black unless you've had a good beating by police, by fellow niggas. If you haven't been jumped into a gang, you know nothing about being black. You weren't whipped with an extension cord. You were not whipped with a switch from this old willow weed tree of the South. You've not been whipped with a Hot Wheel racetrack. You, sir, have not been beaten with a yardstick. Shout out to my mom. You, sir, have not been whipped with a house shoe. At best, you may have been slapped by your mom because you were probably cursing her out. You've not been beaten, sir, by getting caught Captain Crunch off of the shelves when you should have gotten the generic in a grocery store. You've not been beaten, sir, as a child by taking some wine candy from the open barrels that were in Gately's, the Gately store in Roseland. And you thought that because they were out in open barrels that they were for anyone to take. So you put only a few in your pocket. And then when your mother found them while she was doing the laundry, she saw them and she knew that she hadn't paid for them. And so she asked you as a young man, she said, son, where did you get this candy? And I said, Mom, I got it from the store at Gately's where we were. And she said, son, I didn't pay for these. So that means you stole them. And I said, uh-huh, it does? And she said, yes. I said, well, I didn't know. And she said, well, to make sure you don't forget and that you remember the next time, I'm going to whip your ass. And she did. That's what being black is about, sir. And I'm sure there are other gentlemen and ladies in the chat who can tell the wonderful and plentiful stories of getting ass whippings. You, sir, have probably never been beaten. Just saying. If Sean King wants to prove to me that he is black, got black in his family, black somebody somewhere because his mama and daddy ain't, if he got any black in him, let your hair grow for 9 months, sir, and take a picture. That's my challenge to you. The Sean King, yes, I am kind of black challenge. Let your hair grow for 9 months, sir, uncut, untrimmed. And if your shit looks like this, or if your shit looks like Arnold Jackson, Link Hayes, Richard Roundtree, or Jim Brown, a young O.J. Simpson, if your hair looks like that, I will apologize publicly, sir, on all of my social media platforms. But if you let your hair go out and you look like Meathead from All in the Family, or you look like Mr. Carter from Welcome Back, Carter, then damn it, sir, just stop it. Jeez. Right. Your hair look like Martin when he joined the code. Then I get it. Other than that, sir, back the fuck up. But that's what he said. Now let's go ahead and let's break down this here video and let me show you what happened, what went right, and what went wrong. Because I am going to call it fair on both sides. Not fair east side, but fair on both sides. Fair on both sides. Fair both sides. I'm gonna call this shit fair and talk about this shit, about this shit, about this shit.
What? I can't go. You do this in public. You can't come and walk outside.
What did he do? We
In
just
front of my family.
But he did nothing. Y'all got the wrong person. We don't even have a black truck.
A black truck, bro?
We don't have a black truck. We just came to the mall. What did he say?
But you know, I know. I record this. I'm taking out the court, bro.
Okay, but don't snap. But what did he do?
You gonna let me talk to you? You lucky you got these cuffs on me.
Babe, don't snap.
Take me to the front, yo.
But what did he do?
Take me to the front now.
Can you tell us? We just came with our family. We don't even have a black truck. Jamar, don't snap. Wait a second. Come here. Come report this. Report. Follow them. Follow them.
He's in the food court of the mall.
What did he do? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Get this blade straight to me, nigga.
Jamar, what are you doing? Y'all fucking racist as fuck. We ain't here with our family.
Are you serious right now, dog?
What? No, y'all, this is so fucking embarrassing.
And get these cuffs.
We are with our family. I got my baby here, a newborn. Why do y'all have him?
And get these cuffs.
But what did he do? He didn't do anything.
I know.
Bro, got my ass. We with our fucking kids. You don't do that. That is so, you know what's going on in the fucking world today? We with our fucking
I'm
kids.
going to jail. We take
We don't do nothing. We
gotta
stay in
see
the house. He didn't do nothing.
Get
Do
off
you
of me.
know how embarrassing that is?
Your man just said
You can't fucking.
He's still on me?
It is the wrong person. We told you asked him about a black truck, and we said y'all didn't even give him. Y'all didn't give him a chance to explain.
Yep.
You said, do you have a black truck? He doesn't. We don't even drive a black truck.
That nigga's arrest me while I'm eating.
Actually, let me
We're
blow
our
this up
fucking
even bigger.
kids.
What my... No!
You ask questions.
I know you don't right. But y'all fucked up.
But that's fucked up. You don't do that. We're with our kids, but you ask questions first. You didn't even give him a chance to ask a fucking question.
No!
You can't expect him not to be upset.
He
You can't expect him. We with our fucking kids in the mall. That is so embarrassing.
Are you serious?
But you ask questions, I get it if you thought he fit the profile of somebody else. But ask him a question.
What's his name?
You didn't even ask the question.
Stop and come. You're gonna see me again.
But you ask, you can't, but you don't do these. We're with our kids. You think he'll forget this? You think my
I
son
know
will
you're gonna
forget
take
this?
him off me. I'm gonna know you're gonna take him
Please,
off me.
Jamar, let him take them off. Just let
Man
him take
came
them
to
off.
arrest me while I'm eating, no words?
And I would like to explain.
No, ain't no explaining.
Okay. You're free to go, and I would like
Yo,
to explain
just
to you
get these
what's
fucking
going on.
cuffs off me and don't talk to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
Come on,
I
let's
got
go.
your name. What's
Let's
your name?
just go. We're leaving.
Alright, I'm gonna see your ass again, bitch.
It's all right. Just
Fuck wrong with
come
you,
on,
man?
let's go.
Arrest
We
me while I'm
leaving.
eating, no questions.
It's
Don't
fine.
move.
I would
Don't
like
move.
to explain to you what's going
Wait,
on.
I don't give a
You
fuck
can
what's
explain
going
to me.
on.
I want to know.
Explain it before you put the cuffs on me.
Take him. Go ahead. Y'all go. Y'all go. Explain to me what happened. I want to know.
We got a description of someone that was using stolen credit cards, okay?
Don't let
That
me-
person
I got it. Let me listen.
Keep
was a
watching.
black man with dreads and was wearing all black and was with a boy that was wearing red, okay? I could show you the case. He's wearing all black.
So this is them right over here.
Come on, yo.
Black man with dreads,
Another black male with red dreads.
boy with red.
But the thing is, y'all.
I sincerely
Peep that?
apologize. It was a
I mean, y'all just that was so embarrassing.
if he was using
And then he
a
had-
Man,
stolen
you put me in
credit
handcuffs while I'm taking a
card,
bite from
stolen
myself?
vehicle, then I wouldn't have talked to him about it. I would have just taken him into custody and detained him, okay?
No, bro.
I understand
You did
it's
that shit all
embarrassing.
Do you have a card?
I sincerely apologize. I
You did
sincerely
that shit all
apologize.
wrong. That was
It's fine. It's
That was
alright.
nothing. That was,
Do you have a card?
And that's how y'all do black
It was
motherfuckers,
definitely
dog.
stereotyping because things could have been
That's
handled
what
in
we
a different
fighting
way.
for now.
It
That's what
definitely
y'all do
is.
to us. That's why we fighting for this shit now.
I understand.
Can I have a card
This
from
how we
somebody?
get treated in 2020. In 2020.
You can have a name.
That's how I get treated,
That's
bro.
fine.
You have the right to be upset, sir.
That's why we fighting. That's why they fucking y'all up.
You have the
It's
right
alright, babe. It's alright.
That's why, bitch.
It's alright. It's fine. We leaving. I'll take
So
a
you
name.
saw the guy with the red jacket, right? You see the guy with the with the dreads.
Somebody I can contact outside of this environment right now.
So she can have my name. Sergeant K.
What we march for? What we say Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter, that's what we say. Look how y'all
What we
treat us.
say.
In front of people. Like I'm the wrong motherfucker.
It's fine, baby.
Y'all own businesses.
It's alright.
Black Lives Matter, y'all see why we fight. Fuck niggas. Come on, man.
That's how they do in fucking 2020.
That's how we do in 2020. So you see what the fuck happened. You see that you saw what happened. So let me ask y'all first before I do my thing. Was he right in behaving in the way that he did? Did the police do their job correctly? Those are my two biggest things that I'm going to ask. Was he right in the way that the dude, the man who got actually arrested, how was he correct in his behavior and the way that he behaved? Was that justified? And two, was what the officer did and the way that he handled it, was that correct? So we got no, okay, for both. So you can put no for him being, was the guy with the dreads, was he correct? Yes or no? And then the police officer, was he correct in what he did? So it could be no, yes, 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 no, yes. Whatever you think. Okay. All right. So far, we got Lewis says nope. Hondo said no, he wasn't. MGTOW said no. Mike says no. KB says they were both wrong, so that's a no. DJ Matt said no. Lewis says very smart, threatening an officer on camera. The police stayed calm and collected that and did the job correctly. So he said the police did their job correctly. The man had the right to be upset, but not to that extent. Just seems he was acting extra. Okay, he was wrong, dead wrong. The woman encouraged his behavior. In the end, she was saying, "It's all right, baby." Crazy woman. Yeah, I get it. Yes and no. I get why he was mad. The lady was actually okay. It was okay actually, but the dude was too much. Police officer was correct. The dude had the right to be upset, but he also was pushing it to the point to where he could get disorderly conduct charge. I like that, Derek. Dwight Green says no and possibly yes. Okay. And then second, Locke said no for him, yes for the officer. Okay. And he had the right to be mad, but was a little extra after the fact. Try to upset your wife and try not to upset your wife and children. Be upset, but control yourself. I like that. The police were wrong. Okay, here's the thing. Number one, what I clearly saw from the guy's perspective, because he don't know about shit that's happening. He's sitting there eating lunch or whatever with his kids, and the police officer comes up and slaps the cuffs on him. So here's my thing. If that was me in that exact same situation, there's a few things I would have did that he actually did. Number one, I would have been like, yes, let's step outside and have a conversation. The fact that you put cuffs on me would have definitely pissed me the fuck off. You can detain me, sir, verbally, and question me verbally, without handcuffs in front of my family, in front of my son, and whoever the fuck else, the host of people that are in the food court, because to your knowledge, sir, you don't know if you have the right guy. All you have, technically, is someone who fits the description. And you should carry yourself and conduct yourself as the law enforcement professional in that manner. Could I have my guy? Possibly. It's literally a 50-50 chance that I got my guy. So why would I proceed as I do have him when it's for a non-violent felony? Non-violent crime that you're locking him up for. This motherfucker is cracking cards that you're looking for. Now, everything fit the description. Dreads, check. Guy with a red jacket or red shirt, check. Everything fit the description. What they got as far as who they're looking for, it fit. Here's the problem. From the officer's perspective, you don't know if this is your guy, so don't act like this is your guy. Say, hey, sir, all you have to do is this, because you and your boys are there. Your boys is outside, y'all actively looking for this motherfucker, and you think that you have him. And especially the fact that you're a fucking sergeant, you are paid to be the smartest guy on the scene. And clearly in this instance, you were not. You should have said, hey, look here, sir. I hate to disturb you, but we are conducting an investigation, and the person of interest that we're looking for fits your description. I need you to come outside with me to have a discussion, because I would hate to do this interview or conduct this investigation here inside. I ain't going no motherfucker where. I ain't going no. Hold on, man. I'm telling you like this. I ain't got no black truck. I don't know that. All I'm asking is that we come and have this conversation outside, because I have enough to detain you. So you just walking away from this without me having a conversation with you is not going to happen. You fit the description of someone who has just committed a crime in this area, sir. So I need you to just step outside with me and just answer some questions. That's it. Now, do I think that dude would have probably did that shit? 50-50 chance. Don't know. But if he would have acted an asshole, all right, motherfucker, I done told you, you coming with me. I'd have motherfucking straight up motherfucking Robocop his ass. Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Kane, let's step outside. That's exactly what I would have did. I'd have Robocopped his ass at that point. But here's the other part to that. You get this guy outside, damn near while you almost out the door. And the problem that I have with the woman is this. Let me get her out the way. And let me tell all you women, especially black women, when there's a situation where a motherfucker is about to potentially go to jail, or a motherfucker is potentially about to get their ass shot, killed, or whatever the case may be, or get their ass whooped, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. I understand you trying to protect your man, but that ain't your fucking job. You want to help him? Shut the fuck up and record. You yelling, I don't know why you doing this. I don't know what you doing it for. We ain't even do this. We got kids. My kids don't know how they gonna ever live with this. They been traumatized. Why you doing this? How you get to do this? I don't know why you doing this. Why are they doing this? This is not right. This how they doing it. You are adding nothing of value to the fucking conversation. To the situation at hand, you are saying literally nothing. You're adding noise. That's it. When you're in a situation and you don't know what the fuck is going on, shut the fuck up. Get your camera out and just film it. Ask your husband, your boo thing, your side nigga, whoever the fuck you with, baby, what you want me to do? That's it. Shut your ass up and just help by not running your fucking mouth. I've seen too many times where women who be the last motherfuckers to go to jail, but be the first motherfuckers to open their mouth, especially when it don't involve them. Talking cash shit. That ain't right. You shouldn't do that. I can't believe they did that. I know why they did that. What they doing is wrong. You can't do that. That ain't... Shut up and help by keeping your mouth closed. Women have a tendency of running their mouth and they don't do shit but add to the confusion. Or they do the worst. They get the motherfucking the man or the kids even more excited. Because all you want to do is make a bunch of fucking noise. So, now that that's out the way, the other part to that is when that dude is outside, and I get the fact that you pissed off, I'd have been pissed off mainly for the fact that you done fucked up my meal, Officer Boyd and Warnowski. My fucking meal is ruined. Number one, you done fucking put cuffs on me in front of my son. Number two. Number three, you've embarrassed me in front of an entire fucking goddamn food court of people who are now gonna think that I'm a fucking criminal. And number four, you did all of this without doing your fucking job first. So yes, I would have been pissed the fuck off. To the highest of pissivity. But I know how to keep my emotions in check, still be pissed off, and cuss your ass the fuck out all at the same goddamn time, at the same damn time. You don't have to, why Black Lives Matter now? Black Lives Matter now because of it. You mean to tell me all you got to say is this is why Black Lives Matter? This is why they fucking y'all up now? That's all you got to say? But you know why that's all you can say? Because what I say all the time, we don't know shit about the law. You put some cuffs on me in that situation, I would have checked your ass and been like, hey, here's my motherfucking tone and here's my words. Why the fuck do you have me in handcuffs, Sergeant? And you don't know if I've committed a crime or not. Well, we're trying to figure, why the fuck am I in handcuffs, Sergeant? And I have not been even remotely close to being your fucking perpetrator. All you got is a fucking hunch, and you got me in fucking handcuffs? You could have asked me to step outside. But instead, you're going to put me in fucking cuffs like I'm a fucking criminal in front of a goddamn food court and in front of my fucking family and my son. Well, I'm sorry for that, sir. No, I tell you what. Sorry don't fix this, motherfucker. You embarrass me beyond fucking embarrassment. If I could say it like that, but it would have sounded good. Now, how about this? If you want to make, well, I'm sorry. No, you want to make this right? You let me handcuff you, motherfucker, and walk me back, and I walk you back into where I was. Then you apologize to everybody. Then I take the cuffs off you. Well, I can't do that. Exactly, which is why in the fuck you should never do that to somebody who you don't know for sure. Investigate don't mean shit about fucking handcuffs. You can detain, you can question. That's it, motherfucker. Do your fucking job. That's what I pay you for. Now, give me your fucking lieutenant, since you are Sergeant Boyd, and you and the other Sergeant Warnowski. I want your fucking lieutenant name, and I want his ass called in right now. Well, we can't do that. Honey, get 911 and request that a lieutenant come on site here. Now, you gonna be the fucking asshole in this situation and gonna come and fucking put cuffs on me and embarrass me, then God damn it, I'm gonna embarrass you. Well, if you could just let me explain. There is nothing to explain. besides the fact that you fucked up. And unless you gonna let me do what I just said, where I get to march your ass in here and make you look stupid in front of an entire food court and my fucking family with cuffs on, if you ain't gonna let me do that, then shut the fuck up talking to me and get me your goddamn lieutenant. Fuck is wrong with you? And then you got the asshole right over here. Because you didn't just fucking wait a few minutes. Because you didn't fucking give me a chance to fucking tell you what the fuck I'm doing and who the fuck I am. You just gonna put cuffs on me like I'm a fucking criminal? Well, I am not, sir. And if I walked up to your ass and threw some cuffs on you, I'm sure you'd have a problem with it. How about if you came home and saw me as an officer with some cuffs on your wife and I tell you, oh, I thought. I got some cuffs on your mama and I tell your ass, oh, I thought. You come home and see your fucking wife in front of your kids and your wife on the ground face down with cuffs behind her back. And you a fucking police officer too? How the fuck would you feel? Yes, sir, I totally understand. I totally understand. Calm down. I am calm. As calm as I can be in this situation. You unprofessional, no job doing, underperforming fucking piece of a shit sergeant that you are. I can imagine what your other officers are like if this is the fucking supervisor of this fucking unit. Terrible. Just I'd have given him to Charles Barkley. This is terrible, Ernie. Just terrible. Just terrible how they out here acting. These young athletes are terrible. All that, calm down. Sir, if you wanted me to be calm, you would have just asked me to step outside. You would have explained to me what you were doing before you put cuffs on me and just had me walk outside like a fucking man. So I'm not going to be calm, Joe John. I'm going to be pissed off to the highest of pissivity. Because I can. Because you fucked up. And you embarrassed me. And ain't no getting that back. And sorry don't fix that, motherfucker. Where's that goddamn lieutenant? That's how you would have handled. That's how you could have handled that. And that's being on the extreme end. Yelling Black Lives Matter. You get nowhere with that. Even when you're upset. Even when you're pissed off. Always be in control of your emotions enough to the point to where you can articulate yourself. That's it. That's all I'm trying to say. Be mad, be pissed off, be upset, but be in control of your emotions to the point to where you can always articulate yourself. Because when you don't, and when you're not in control of your emotions, you are literally out of control. And being out of control, especially in this type of situation, could have gotten your ass locked up for disorderly conduct. And it would have been justified. Because that police officer could have said, we were conducting an investigation. And Mr. Dreadlocks would not calm down. He continued to rant, rave, and disturb the peace. May not have motherfucking pressed charges, may have gotten thrown out, but they would have been well within the law to motherfucking lock your ass up. Yes, we thought it was you because the description was spot on. You can clearly see in the video when his wife or his girl shows the motherfuckers that they actually caught. Dude with dreads, with a guy with a red hoodie on, red shirt, whatever he was, red shirt or red hoodie. Clearly justified. So the stop and the interaction and the contact was absolutely well warranted. I would have stopped that person, absolutely. I would have interrogated that person, talked to that person, questioned that person, absolutely. But I wouldn't have put them cuffs on him unless he started resisting or started just trying to fight me in that place. I would have asked him to just step outside. Hey man, I really need to talk to you, sir. Can you step outside with me? Why? Well, we have a call, and the description is someone who has dreadlocks with someone who has a red hoodie on, and there's a possibility that that person has committed credit card fraud. And since you fit the description, I'm not accusing you, sir, but I would definitely like to step outside with you, have a conversation, ask you a few questions. And hopefully he would have been like, yeah, all right, motherfucker, damn, I ain't did shit. I understand that, sir. Just come on outside with me and let's just talk. And by the time we got outside, because I got my boys out there, so I ain't worried about them running and no shit like that. But by the time we got outside, I would have saw, oh, y'all got him. Sir, terribly sorry. As you can clearly see, the guy over there fit the description. He don't look like me. All niggas look like Black Lives Matter, nigga black. I understand that, sir. I just wanted to ask you some questions and conduct an investigation like we were all doing. Thank you, sir. Have a wonderful day. Sorry for the inconvenience. I want your motherfucking card. I want your... Here you go, sir. Again, I apologize. Thank you. Is there any other questions? Anything you have for me, sir? No, I ain't got no questions. Okay, then I'm going to leave now. Motherfucker. What the fuck am I talking about? Fine. I've removed myself out of the situation. Dude is pissed off. I get it. I disturbed his meal. Hey, but I didn't embarrass him. And all I did was ask him to step outside and ask some questions with him. I just made contact and wanted to talk to the guy. Found out that the guy we were looking for, who fit the description that was given to us, hey, there they go. And we got him. That's it. Case closed. You move on. But my thing again, we have got to take an active interest in learning the basic laws of our land. Know what you can and can't do. Know what you can and can't say. And understand what the police job is and what they do. And know how to conduct yourself out in public, first and foremost. And also with a police officer. I know, I swear to you, I know a grown-ass man. Grown-ass man. Good and grown. Works in a professional motherfucker that didn't know about Terry Frisk. Didn't know that the police can pat you down at the point of contact. Did not know that. Old grown and over 40 nigga did not know about Terry Frisk and initial pat down. Motherfucking police can't touch you, man. What? The fuck they can't? They can't pat you down. It's a fucking law called Terry Frisk. Now, stop and frisk is something totally different. But just being able to say, hey, if I got an interaction with you for just cause, I can. And it makes sense. I'm patting you down for my safety and yours. That's all I'm doing. Initial pat down. Just check in. Now, if I feel something that's fucked up, or I feel something that's illegal, or something that you shouldn't have, what's that in your pocket? Now I got probable cause. Empty your pockets for me, sir. What you got in your pocket? Brass knuckles? A ballistic knife or some shit? Rocket launcher? Grenade? Whatever the case may be? Yes. But you have to be able to conduct yourself in public, and yelling and screaming is not the way to do it. That's all I'm saying. That's pretty much my take on that. Now, anybody got any questions, comments? You already listening? Concerns? Hey, you know I'll take them. Yep, Angry Man said, sounds like the girl who was detained because her car was used in a crime. Exactly. Now they was out there yelling, no, no, leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me. Same thing. Noise. When you're doing nothing but repeating yourself and adding and literally yelling and screaming, you do nothing but create more confusion. And it does not help the situation. Women, learn how to let your man do what he needs to do, even when he in handcuffs. The only thing that woman should have said has been like, this ain't right. Honey, what do you want me to do? I'm filming everything. Is there anything else you want me to do? Instead, she talking about how her kids is traumatized now and they ain't gonna be able to live no more regular lives because of what's happened. This ain't right 40 million times. I don't know why they doing this and all. You don't know why because you're not a part of the investigation, unfortunately, man. But I just hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. I hope that people understand that yes, both of them were wrong in this whole situation. I do believe that the police officer is the professional and is the one in authority, and the majority of that blame is on him. He got that man riled up and got all this shit kicked off simply because he didn't do his job and say, hey, let me just have a conversation with this guy outside and let me get him outside and get him the opportunity to come talk to me. Now, after he don't want to give you the opportunity or appease the fact that you're trying to be nice and talk to him outside, then hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to call your boys in. Y'all got to slam them to the ground or whatever the case may be. Dude, you fit the description of a motherfucker who's committed a crime. I have probable cause. The point of the female carrying on and fussing is for the public standbys, right? Make them believe they're seeing something racially amiss, no matter what the truth is. So they tell others what they saw. Absolutely. And I'm telling you, it's getting to the point to where I'm starting to believe that black folks are the biggest race hustlers than the racists of the white folks. We be the first ones to call out it's black and this is because I'm black and you are racist. All the time. Even when I was reading those comments about the ladies who were talking about me and my content, not one of them said a thing about me being black. Had that been someone else doing this, more than likely another black man talking about this, oh, see, they racist. These white racist people want me to take my stuff down. Not one of those comments. Somebody in that comment even called me a fucktard. It was somewhere in there. I get karma gonna get me. I'm a piece of shit. All that shit they said, not one of them said anything about the color of my skin. But yet and still, I guarantee you, had it been some other black male content creator, they would have said, see what they do to those black men? See what they do to those black folk? What they do. And all I'm saying is this. Everything ain't racially motivated. Sometimes somebody got a problem with your ass just because of what the fuck you say, and it ain't got nothing to do with the color of your skin. Just saying. Yeah, that Thomas Sowell boy calling them race hustlers, boy, I can't let that go. That is such a good fucking word. What you do, hustling this race? Hustling this racial shit? That's what I do. But let me go ahead and, man, we're going to be right at an hour and a half. That's what's up. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And I'm going to see who donated, shout them out real quick, and then we're going to get up out of here. Let's go ahead and hit the PayPal up. If you are watching this, please click the like button. Please click the share button. And if this is your first time watching, click the subscribe button. That's what's up. All righty. Want to give a shout out to my man. Let's see, who is this? My man Julius Wilborn hit me up with $5. He says, "Where's Bane when you need him?" Right, exactly. Bane would have came and put them motherfucking fingers on his neck and been like, "Do you think you are? Do you feel in charge?" He put that shit on him. Do you feel in charge? Right. Give a shout out to my man Troy Sherman. Hit your boy up with what was that? $2. He said, showing support. And could you turn? Oh, that's from yesterday. Turn the volume up. I hope the volume is all right in this show. Let's see here. Let's go over to the good old fashioned Cash app. Yeah, buddy. We're gonna get on up out of here right at 2:00. All right. Let's see if there's anybody hit your boy up on the Cash app. And nope. All right. Cool. Those of you watching this on the replay, please click that like button. Click that share button and click that donate button. I appreciate everybody for stopping by tonight, hanging out with your boy. I will be back tomorrow with a show. probably after the gym. Actually, I got a lot of shit to do tomorrow. But I'll probably be able to do a show, just do one late. Yeah, because I got to rearrange some shit in my day. But y'all take it easy. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate you guys. He said one last thing. How about them Cowboys? Boy, don't get it twisted thinking that them Cowboys about to make some noise. How about them Cowboys? They got to win, just like them Bears. Them Bears got to win, but they ain't making no noise. I told my guys today, I said the Bears ain't doing shit but fucking up our draft picks. That's all they doing. Now you gonna try to win after losing however many you lost in a row. Please. I'm not buying it. I ain't with it. I hate when teams do this. Where they start out good, fuck up in the middle, lose at the most important time of the year, of the season, which is in November, and then try to finish strong in the end and fuck around and be one game away from fucking going to the playoffs. And my thing is like, why do that? If you fucking suck, and once you done got 5 losses, 6 losses, hey man, start cultivating and seeing what else you got on the bench. Sit some of your veterans down to rest. Go ahead and get some of your new guys some time to play so you can really see what you got. I hate when teams do this. They got everybody back. We're all back healthy now. And we about to know goddamn well you ain't gonna do shit in them playoffs if you make it. Cats barely put together, barely get in there, and first game you fucking fall apart. That shit pisses me off. Go ahead, lose, or see what you got. If you win with your second stringers coming in the starting in the game, so be it. Now you know who to keep for next year. But that just steady trying to act like y'all winning, y'all got a chance, y'all ain't gonna do shit. Trust me, Cowboys included. Them Bears ain't gonna do shit. Now watch, because I said that shit, they go to the goddamn NFC Championship. But they're daisy if they do. All right, everybody. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate everybody stopping by tonight. We're going to go ahead and get on up out of here. I am Brian Redmond. This is the Relationship Rehab and the United Guns of America channel, where it's always good. It's always, it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Thank you guys so much. I want to say to everybody, shout out to Soto Nation, shout out to my mods, and shout out to my brother Tommy Sotomayor. I love you guys. Y'all have a good night, and I will see y'all next time. Yeah, buddy.